Hi, this is Joe again with another review. And for the start of this video, recently I did a video on my top 10 favorite Christmas specials. This time I figured, okay, continue jumping on the Christmas bandwagon, and I'm going to do a video on my favorite Christmas songs. Now, of course, I'm not going to do a top 10 list because I think it would be redundant and it would take too long. Why? So my explanations on these songs. But what I'm going to do is instead of talking about what I feel the greatest Christmas songs of all time, or do a top 10 list, or top 20 list, or top 100 list, um, it's going to be redundant. So I'm going to maybe try and get 10 in and do it pretty quick. Well, I do have to tell you that most of the songs on my particular list are songs that are, the majority of them are no longer being played on the radio. Because of the simple fact is because people kind of find them offensive or not funny. But when I was a kid, I used to listen to these songs on the radio on what called novelty songs, and I used to find it funny. And then, even though I'm now currently 44 years old, I still find it funny. But people find them offensive and don't want these songs on the radio anymore. So radio stations, at least here in New York, they don't even play them anymore. There's one radio station in New York, Light FM. It's 106.7 on your FM dial. They start playing Christmas songs way before Thanksgiving, like at least a week before Thanksgiving even. And the only novelty songs they really play is the Grinch song and thank you, Grinch song, maybe the Chipmunk song, and Snoopy's Christmas. It's all fine and good. Don't have a problem with those songs, but the songs that I am going to have those songs on my list, but I'm not going to. But I'm going to discuss other ones as well. Of course, number 10. Starting with number 10 is of course one song that is kind of offensive, and not only offensive but also kind of annoying, and that is of course Dominic the Italian Christmas Donkey. Well, this song is kind of fun and kind of silly, kind of a silly song to listen to. But of course, Italians will of course find the song offensive because of all these Italian references. Um, and of course, people will find that song offensive, and this song is no longer being played on the radio. Number 9, of course, I'm picking the Grinch song, which of course is played during the How the Grinch Stole Christmas special. And of course, that song does occasionally get its airtime in the Christmas season because the special is popular, and so of course because the song is popular, the song gets airtime. And How the Grinch Stole Christmas is not a popular show in 2015. It will no longer be playing anymore. But since it is, it does have like a cult classic type thing. Technically it's not a Christmas song. It doesn't have any Christmas themes in it. But since it's played during the show, it gets airtime. Number 8 was I'm picking, of course, the song that I mentioned already, uh, Snoopy's Christmas, which was performed by the Royal Guardsmen. Now, the other two songs I mentioned, the Christmas Stalker was performed by Lou Monte. The Grinch song, I don't know who performed it. I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere, and you probably know who the artist is. Unfortunately, I don't. Number 8, of course, I picked is the Snoopy's Christmas, and this one actually, unlike other songs, it's supposed to give you like sense of feeling for the holiday season. This one actually tells a story about Snoopy versus the Red Baron during Christmas Eve when Snoopy's supposed to have down the Red Baron. Have the Red Baron knocks him down to behind enemy lines, and they have like a Christmas toast. Hey, it's Christmas, we should be fine. Um, we're fighting on another day. It's pretty much actually it's a song that actually tells a story, which is I always think songs that actually tells a story to it. Not your typical like love song or which 99.9995 of the songs out there are. But just like songs that tells a story, and this one does. Number 7, it's going to be a little hard to pick number 7. The song for the Little Drummer Boy show. That song. Do you hear? I think it's also renamed. Do you hear what I hear? Uh, it's another song that's like reference to the Little Drummer Boy show. But the Little Drummer Boy says, "Oh, I don't have a song to sing, but I play the song on my drum." Um, that song, of course, is also kind of a classic song. Really, the only song for the Little Drummer Boy specials that's really ain't good. So that song is, you know, up there on my list at 7. Number 6, and of course I'm picking the Chipmunk song. David Seville and the Chipmunks. Of course, this was also when the Chipmunks were originally a cartoon back in the 1960s. Of course, I grew up with the Chipmunks, Chipmunk cartoon from the 1980s, but the one from the 60s. I think it actually was a Chipmunk Christmas show then. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think there was also a Saturday morning cartoon show then, and there was a reboot show in the 80s, which I think is the one that most kids, at least my generation, grew up with. They had That's when they had the song, the Chipmunk song, and of course this song also gets a lot of playtime because Chipmunks have always been popular for 50 years more or less, and despite the fact that live action movies are crap, this song has always been popular and got a lot of airtime. Of course, number 5 on my list is, of course, the Linus and Lucy song. It's just an instrumental song with Vince Guaraldi that was played during the Charlie Brown Christmas show. Um, this, of course, that piece of music has been used in just about every single Charlie Brown show that was ever created. That and the 1980s Saturday morning show. Uh, Charlie Brown Snoopy show, plus of course also the animated films as well. You use the Linus and Lucy song, uh, but the piece of music is just terrific. Uh, Number 5, of course, we're going to have to pick the other song that's made famous from the Charlie Brown Snoopy Charlie Brown Christmas show, and that is Christmas Time Is Here, which was also part of that show. Um, that song also gets a lot of airtime because, of course, the Peanuts show has always been popular, and so is pretty much a lot of them are. But of course, this one is also popular because it's the opening credits, the opening scene that song was used. Number 4, I'm going to have to pick the Christmas song, the Mel Torme. Uh, it was written by Mel Torme and it was performed, of course, by Nat King Cole. And of course, this is one of the songs that gives you the spirit of the holiday. Number 3, I have to pick up my number 3 song, one of the more infamous, more infamous songs that's out there. Uh, and that is, of course, Jingle Bell, which is called like. I know I'm putting this high on my list. I don't know why I'm doing it high on my list. And that is the Monsters Holiday. This song, of course, this song doesn't get really any airtime at all. Occasionally, CBS FM, if they put up a list of the 101 greatest Christmas songs of all time, instead of the ho ho ho, Merry Christmas list of 500 songs or whatever they do. Now, originally they used to do this to 101 greatest Christmas songs, and this one was part of them. Did you know what the Monsters Holiday song is? It's kind of like a sequel to the greatest Halloween song of all time, which of course is shoot, I forgot what the hell. Well, my name is Bobby Boris Pickett on the Monster Mash. You know what? It's actually a sequel to the Monster Mash song sung by Bobby Boris Pickett. And that's kind of because since that song became such a success in the '60s and became such a big hit and such a cult classic, he decided to do a Christmas themed monster Christmas song. And this one is just is maybe not as good as Monster Mash, but it's just as entertaining. number three. That was my number three song. Number two. Now I'm going to get to my top two favorites, and both of them are novelty songs, and both of them are no longer being played on the radio. But you can see these songs on YouTube. Uh, One of them, my number one, you can see the official video of it. My number two song is the 12 Pains of Christmas. There's no doubt one of my favorite because I always like songs that make fun of Christmas, make fun of the holiday. This one definitely makes fun of the holiday, pokes fun of it, and I love it. it is sung to the song "The 12 Days of Christmas." Instead of being the 12 days, present for 12 days, and the presents you get, uh, you know, a partridge in a pear tree, five golden rings, yada yada yada. Who doesn't know that song? The 12 Pains of Christmas is, of course, a song that's the 12 biggest pains in the behind during the Christmas season. Of course, that's number one. Of course, it's the Christmas tree, putting up the lights, uh, hangovers, and then you're currently drinking this holiday parties. Because number five is, of course, the funniest one. Is, of course, is 5 months of bills. So five golden rings is five. It was 5 months of bills. Because sending out Christmas cards was another one on the list. Charities, dealing with my in-laws, dealing with the kids. Instead of saying dealing with the kids, you just hear this little kid screaming, "Ah, mommy, I want to go to bed," and all that type of stuff. It's really extremely funny. If you're gonna check it out on YouTube, because no radio station is gonna play that one, because naturally they want to be positive. They always want me to play positive songs on the radio, and this one is not positive. This one is negative. That's what makes it funny, and that's what makes 12 Pains of Christmas good. Of course, now I'm going to get to the nitty gritty. My number one favorite all time Christmas song, without a doubt. It's not even close. 12 Pains of Christmas is close, but not this close. Which is, of course, is Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. This song is no longer being played on the radio, and it's very frustrating because I'm trying to listen to the radio as much as I could, and it becomes tedious after a while trying to find this, somebody playing the song. Nobody's playing the song anymore. Nobody. And of course, this song, of course, is the one with by Elmo and Patsy. You can see the official video. It's on YouTube. But this is, of course, a song that a lot of people complain that's against grandmothers. That's ageist. It's the term racist. This is ageist, sexist against women, against grandmothers, saying the grandmothers are all drunk and worried about medication and getting bad reactions from the medication because they're drinking alcohol, drinking eggnog, and getting run over by a bunch of reindeer, or whatever, getting run over by a reindeer. Mourning during Christmas, during the Christmas season. But this song is still funny. It's funny as hell. True. But 10 years ago, there was an animated show which I haven't done a review on, which is a 1 hour show, which is way too long for this thing. But maybe some other time I'll do a review of the cartoon show with my friend Christine Moore. The running reviewer a couple years ago did a review of Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. I suggest you check that out on his website at browniec.com. Check it out. But for the song itself, I'm just talking about just the song and the animated show. The song itself is still funny. I still laugh every time I hear it. That's the thought. That's the image of seeing your own grandmother getting run over by a reindeer on Christmas Eve. That's the mental picture alone. Make anybody laugh. Even though, unfortunately, I don't have a grandmother anymore. Both my grandmothers had died, but that's the mental image of seeing your grandmother or your drunken grandmother getting run over by a reindeer on Christmas Eve. and on Christmas Day you're wearing black, and the whole family's wearing black or mourning, and whether or not you should open up grandma's present or you get rid of them because grandma's not gonna know anymore because she's dead. I mean, that's those lyrics alone. It's funny. It's effing hilarious. How that song. And I still think it's funny. It still holds up today, and it's still my number one favorite Christmas song. Still, true. Most of the songs on my list, you're saying how come you didn't mention White Christmas? Um, the reason why I'm not mentioning White Christmas is because the song White Christmas is a joke to me. I know it's a joke. It's a joke, and every year people want to have a White Christmas because of the dumb song. And let me tell you one thing: White Christmas was written by a Jew. And I'm Jewish myself. And I feel that it's a disgrace that you had a Jew writing the most famous Christmas song of all time, the most popular Christmas song of all time, and of course, the most famous version of it is of course one sung by Bing Crosby. But 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 the reason why I hate it is because I hate Irving Berlin. Because he's a Jew. He wrote this song. He also wrote Easter Parade. He wrote God Bless America. So that's 3 strikes right there. And it actually was the 4th strike on Irving Berlin, and that's because he actually, as a Jew, he actually celebrated these holidays. Me, I don't celebrate the holidays. I'm true. I did other reviews of other Christmas shows, um, and everything else, but that's because living in the United, being born and raised in New York City, you're inundated with all this Christmas stuff. So of course, naturally by osmosis, I watch these shows or listen to songs on the radio and stuff like that. But White Christmas is the worst because of who wrote it. The Irving Berlin wrote it, and he was a Jew, and he should be ashamed of himself that he wrote this thing. He should be ashamed of himself, he should be embarrassed, and I'm glad he's dead because otherwise I would have beat the crap out of him for being a Jew and celebrating Christmas. Not only that he wrote the song, when he celebrated Christmas, he also celebrated Easter, which is a disgrace. I'm Jewish. I never celebrated those holidays in my life, and even though by osmosis, like I said earlier, with all these shows, I do not want to celebrate. I do not celebrate Christmas. I do not ridicule those who do. But I wish all my neighbors a Merry Christmas. And I wish everybody here watching this video who celebrate Christmas have a Merry Christmas. I'm not afraid to say Christmas. I'm not offended when I wish someone a Merry Christmas or see those words Merry Christmas. I'm not offended by any of that stuff. As long as you have a fair share and put Hanukkah decorations up. As long as there's a fair share, an equal amount, I'm not offended. But to have a Jew write the song is ridiculous. So sorry I went on this little rant, supposed to be a little trying to be positive on this list. But that's why I'm not mentioning White Christmas. Because of Irving Berlin and I hate his guts. I still hate his guts. But this list is still my favorite list. I prefer listening to Ronald Got Went Over by a Reindeer and the 12 Pages of Christmas. I want to listen to that like a million times a day before I listen to White Christmas once. That's how I feel about it. So that's my list. So that's how it is my list of my favorite Christmas songs of all time. Please click on the video, please rate it, feel free to comment on it. Please subscribe to my channel and please forward this video onto your Facebook pages. And please you can check out all my videos on my YouTube channel and also at rallyc.com. It's all WDY, C.com. It's the homepage of the Rally Reviewer, Chris Lee Moore. Check out all of his TV trash videos. Check out the videos that he linked on his website, but also all the other content on his website as well. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. And Merry Christmas, everybody.